Monday, March the 12th, 2018, to you. Colombians went to the polls yesterday. They elected 102 senators and 166 representatives. Also, Colombian political parties held their presidential primaries. Colombia's presidential election will take place on May the 27th. If no candidate achieves absolute majority, a runoff will be held on June the 17th. Needless to say, electoral results turned out to be quite interesting. Before anything else, it seems that Colombians learned that they should vote to make their voice heard. In the peace referendum held in October 2016, turnout rate was 37.43%. For yesterday's legislative election, turnout rate was 48.8%. Far more Colombians did bother to show up at their polling stations. It is unusual to start an analysis by mentioning the losers, but I have to make an exception. The new FARC obtained only 0.34% of votes in the Senate election and 0.22% in the House election. However, that party will have 5 seats in both legislative houses in accordance to the peace agreement. Maybe it was not a good deal at all. As for the primary elections, undoubtedly the big winner was Mr. Iván Duque, Democratic Center, right-wing, who attracted 71% more votes than left-wing candidate Mr. Gustavo Petro. Primaries are considered a better test of voter support than opinion polls. Precisely more than 6 million votes were cast in the 3-way right-wing primary and 3.5 million in the 2-way left-wing election. In my opinion, Mr. Duque, a staunch opponent of the peace agreement reached with FARC, has become Colombia's favorite hopeful for the House of Nariño. However, anti-agreement parties could not achieve the absolute majority in Congress. Overall, Democratic Center, Radical Change and Conservative Party obtained 50 seats in the Senate and 83 seats in the House. Evidence suggests that Colombia wants peace, but not at any cost. Of course, Colombians do not want the derailment of the implementation of the peace deal, but they voted for a peace with order anyway. It would be ironic if the agreement were implemented by the same ones who have opposed it. Let us hope that both Mr. Duque and his mentor, former President Mr. Álvaro Uribe, may have sense of history and sense of humor too. Finally, the sudden shortage of ballots in yesterday's election prompted electoral authorities to allow the photocopying of ballots or to acquire extras from other polling stations. Photocopying of ballots. Well, that is what I call magic realism. The world is still on.